goes, time is money, and that is very true to some games. Is that you can actually earn a trophy or a special cutscene or something. You'll get something like more money or something that is developing over time, which is a really cool thing, which is really awesome. But also at the same time, it could, have consequences on your playthrough. Yes. Oh man. So for example, right, in the Ubisoft series Assassin's Creed, if you go away for a while, it actually generates money, which is really good. And there's some other games that actually do it as well, but I'm just saying that the Assassin's Creed series as an example. In another game from that game company, which actually the makers of Flow, Flower, Journey, and the latest one, Sky, that they actually do have a trophy if you were to leave the game for a week and then you come back, and you get a trophy for that, which is really cool. Or you will have a special cutscene. And this is very true to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Now I'm going to put spoilers here, okay? And now when you are battling the End, which is who is a legendary sniper. Oh, he is brilliant, but yet, he was scary as anything, because you'll be walking around, you're just trying to find him, and then you have your directional mic, just trying to find him, and then you hear, "This is the end." They're like, "Oh my god!" It's like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?" And but if you want to actually skip that, all you have to do is, as soon as you go into battle, you save, then you quit the game, and then you leave it for a week, then you come back, and then you be greeted with a cutscene of Snake finding the End, dead. And really, you can look at the reaction. It was like, oh this sucks, I didn't want this to happen. And but the other way to actually do it is, if you don't have the patience to wait for a week, you can change the clock on your PS3 to a week and then go back into the game. And then after that cutscene has finished, you save the game, then you go back into your PS3 settings and change the clock back. There you go, there's a little gimmick for you. But yeah, that is really cool for the use of time. And so we talk about the good things, having the special cutscene and things like that, and have trophies and get more in-game money and things like that. But what about the things that make you go like, oh my god, no, kind of thing? And so if you're in a simulator kind of game, it'd be like, if you run a restaurant, for example, and you leave your restaurant open, and you may make sure you had enough food for your customers, or you decided to close your restaurant, and you go away from the game for a while, then you come back and you say either all your food is gone and you get really bad ratings, or your food goes bad, and it takes a very long time to build all that up again. Or and also if you're doing, looking after plants, if you run a plant shop, or you run a florist For example, you're playing a florist simulator kind of game, or you're but the list goes on, and really you actually get the picture. You really do get the picture. And one of the examples, the most recent examples of this is this game called Stay. It really does tell you what the gimmick is in the title of the game itself. So there's this character called Quinn who is lovely. I really like Quinn, and of course he ends up in this room, and there is only him and a computer with some other furniture, and then you start talking to him through the computer, and of course you know as much as he does, and you get to know him, and you help each other, going through this game, which is absolutely amazing. It's a really good game, and I was stuck at a point that I had to leave the game for a few days, and then when I came back, Quinn was not very happy with me at all. You will be too if you were him. You will be so mad. He'll be so angry, and then it got to the point in the cutscene. There's the game says, "No, we are not going to have this. You're going to have to restart the chapter again." And I'm like, oh, great. But the good thing about it is it actually goes back to the point that you were at the beginning of the chapter, which is great, absolutely fantastic. You need to stay with Quinn as long as possible, and it does count for how long you've been away. So if you be away longer than you have been in the game, that actually does happen. And once you finish your first playthrough and you decide to go through your second playthrough, it is much easier because you know what you were doing this time round. And if you'd like to know more about it, I have got a link in the description.